this church is devoted to two things: the stories of the lake and the stories of the women. You remember? So take a look at this beautiful place. First, you remember that Jesus was preaching from a boat. You see a mosaic of a boat. This is a very beautiful Byzantine mosaic that was found in the Franciscan part of Mandela. One impressive thing they found. Thank you, Franciscans. You worked very hard and something like that. Then, when you look, this is of course look like a baptisterium, like a baptismal place. And up there, you see something which is like above it. You see the hand. You can see it's a woman. And this is showing us, remember, all the women, all the women helped Jesus, and sometimes we forgot, we talk only on the disciples. That's why we have on this card the name of Mary Magdalene. But you remember that she's not the only one who supported Jesus, right? So you see Maria Cleopas, and you see the mother of John and James, which is Salome, which is mentioned. And all the mentions in the New Testament, and one is empty. Why one is empty?
For us.
For you. If you're a woman who feel connected to Jesus, this column is for you. So this is first thing we remember here, the women. The woman. Oh my God, it's so hard.
The women.
The women.
And the disciples.
And
It's
the
not only for women, it's also
this
for
is
the
the first
men.
subject. No. First subject. The second subject here, everything that happened with the 12 apostles inside the lake. That's why we have this altar who looks like a
boat.
But you remember that Jesus preached from a boat inside the lake?
Yes.
So here, when the priest is teaching from there, is that Jesus preaching from a boat inside this beautiful marble that looks like a lake. And who's watching from the two sides? The 12 apostles. They have halos, but very weak ones. Why? Because at this point they are still fishermen starting to learn the teaching of Jesus. They are not the apostles still. They are still in a learn. That's why they have a very weak halo, except one, Judas Iscariot, who does not have a halo at all. And it's really interesting. They decided to put him in. Normally you don't put him in this, but they said no. At this point of the story, when they were here, he was still a messenger. And each one of us can be sinful sometimes, can be carried Judas Iscariot. So he's there, he's in the group, in order to be fidel to the right story as it was at this point. Okay? Fidel is a word, they didn't invent it, right?
Faithful.
Faithful. Fidel, but fidel is a word.
It's a French fidel.
It's a French. It's French. Sorry, I sometimes mix the 5 languages I speak, so if I do it,
Very good.
let me know. Okay.
I have a question.
No, just when I finish. Now we have 4 tiny chapels. Okay? This chapel, see Jesus taking out 7 demons out of a woman. Who is it?
Maria.
And we have another woman. The other woman, we see Jesus getting into a tiny house, healing
Lazarus.
a little girl. Okay? Who is this girl?
Talita.
We know that Jesus in Capernaum, not here, he came to Jairus, the head of the synagogue, and he healed his daughter that was already dead.
Talita.
So he's
Talita.
saying to her, Talita Kumi.
Kumi,
Talita
yes.
Kumi.
Yeah.
And an interesting thing, you're not going to see it in any other Christian Catholic art because this is modern. And the modern thing is, we have excavations. We found a town from Jesus' town, so we know how to draw it well. You see everything we saw outside in the excavation, being here, the outer view, because we know how it looked like, and you can even see the bell at the background. Very, very realistic. We did excavation, we know how it did look. This is Talita Kumi. So these 2 are for women, and these 2 are for the miracles of the lake. One of them, you see Jesus walking on the water, and Peter is trying to do so, but he starts sinking. And he's saying, Lord, help me. And the Lord is helping him. So we can see 2 things. On one hand, Peter can't do it just like Jesus. Why? Because he's not faithful enough. You have 100% faith, and then you can do the same and walk on the water. But on the other side, if you're not 100% faith, the Lord does not let you to sink. He's helping you. Okay, this is what you see here in the lake. And the other lake story you see here, you see people, fishermen, working with their net, but then Jesus come and say, come with me. And what they do, they leave the nets. They don't go to say bye-bye to their parents, they just go with him. This is how he chose the first apostle. First Peter and Andreas, and then James and John. Just calculated call to them, and once Jesus called you, you can't say, I need to think. You need to immediately say yes, leave what you're doing, your net, and go with him. So this is what you see in these two chapters. The fishermen leaving everything, going with the new Lord, calling to them, and this is walking on Genesis. So take a quick look around.